Hey guys, JJ here, and it looks like we may see the reveal of Resident Evil 9 very soon. There's been a flood of updates, rumors, and speculation, but today I'm breaking it all down. What's real and what's just speculation. So with that being said, let's get right into it. With the continued success of the Resident Evil series, it should be no surprise that development for Resident Evil 9 is well underway and has been for some time. We'll start with the official information. Capcom confirmed Resident Evil 9 is in development back in July of 2024. Since then, they've been mostly silent. Recently, according to multiple reports citing Capcom's investor documents, the company is targeting a Q1 2026 release window. So sometime between January and March 2026, we should see the release of Resident Evil 9. That means the game is likely on track and a full reveal could be just around the corner. Recently, a video from Andy Spearling of Screenfire Germany mentioned that Capcom could announce Resident Evil 9 at Summer Game Fest, which runs from June 6th to June 9th, 2025. That part's not confirmed, but here's why people are taking it seriously. Duskulum, also known as Aesthetic Gamer, a well-known Resident Evil insider, has backed Andy and said he's shared info that has been accurate in the past. Dusk even said, "If Andy said it, I believe him." That gave the speculation a lot more weight. Now for some clarity, Andy never claimed he was leaking anything. He was speculating based on Capcom's usual timing, financial reports, and industry events. But once media outlets picked it up, they labeled him a leaker and it spiraled from there. He gave me permission to help set the record straight and clarify that he's not leaking information. Now let's go over what has changed internally and the overhaul Resident Evil 9 went through over the years. Multiple reports say Resident Evil 9 has gone through a full overhaul. The original version in development as early as 2017 was reportedly an open-world multiplayer game, but in 2021, Capcom made the decision to scrap that direction after internal feedback showed it didn't feel like Resident Evil. That's when development pivoted hard back towards classic survival horror. It is said that the game went through various different versions to see what fit the best, and that honestly would explain all the various leaks and contradicting statements we've heard. I'm not gonna lie, it was even hard for me to keep up with all the rumors. Now let's touch on the lead protagonist of the game. According to several sources, Leon S. Kennedy is the main protagonist this time. Capcom hasn't confirmed it officially, but that detail has been repeated across multiple reliable reports. And again, Dusk Golem supports it. There were earlier rumors of Jill Valentine being a co-lead, but recent coverage suggests the focus has shifted solely to Leon to keep the story tight and cohesive. Now we'll move on to the setting and tone. No official setting has been announced, but reports suggest Resident Evil 9 is moving away from the idea of a fictional island and instead placing Leon in either an abandoned city or secret facility. Now for the tone of the game, it is very much like Resident Evil 1 style horror. Dark, claustrophobic, and heavy on atmosphere. Duskulum says the game has strong RE1 isms and is pushing further than Resident Evil 7 or Revelations ever did to bring the series back to its roots. The game is being developed in the RE engine and will be optimized for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. As for the camera perspective, reports say Capcom is still deciding between first person and third person. No confirmation either way yet. We're also hearing the game may include smarter enemies with dynamic behavior, more complex puzzles reminiscent of older titles, and a more focused balance of horror, exploration, and some action. Now we'll get into the release and marketing pattern, which I think holds the most amount of weight in this. If the game is revealed in June 2025 and launches in March 2026, that fits Capcom's typical pattern, just like Resident Evil 4 Remake, which was revealed in June and released the following March. Also, the community hype for Resident Evil 9 has been increasing after people spotted what looks like a hidden IX in a Capcom celebration video for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Side note, the song they had in that video was a banger. So quick recap, here's where we're at. Resident Evil 9 is real. It's being refined, and according to investor data, it's heading our way in early 2026. A reveal at Summer Game Fest looks likely based on the timing, but nothing's confirmed. There's also word about a PlayStation State of Play in June, so I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on that. Now, if you're wondering what my thoughts are on these supposed leaks, I honestly think most of it is BS, and I'm getting kinda tired of covering it. I just wanna see something official from Capcom. Honestly, I think there is a very good chance that we will see it at Summer Game Fest or State of Play. That's just my personal thoughts. I'll keep my expectations in check, but we will be sure to keep you covered. We will be streaming the Summer Game Fest, and if there is a State of Play, we'll also be live for that. So make sure to subscribe subscribe and enable your notifications so you don't miss it. I can already start to feel the Resident Evil hype train rolling. Shouldn't be long now before we get something official. But now I'm curious to know your thoughts. Are you excited for Resident Evil 9? Are you looking forward to the heavy focus on survival horror? What characters would you like to see? What direction would you like to see Capcom take the series? Let us know down below in the comments and let's have a discussion about it. Real quick before you go, I want to tell you about a very ambitious live-action Resident Evil series we're currently working on called Resurrection, a Biohazard story, and it features the original cast from Resident Evil 1. Charlie, Greg, Eric, and Linda are back reprising their roles as Chris Redfield, Rebecca Chambers, Barry Burton, and Albert Wesker. The story follows a new viral outbreak that reunites the team and brings back a ghost from the past. We're currently crowdfunding the project, and we've only got just over 30 days left to hit the goal. It's all or nothing. If you want to support Resurrection and grab some exclusive perks along the way, check out the link in the description. Thank you so much for your support. If you are excited for Resident Evil 9, please hit that like button, and for all the latest Resident Evil 9 news, leaks, and rumors, make sure to subscribe. The Residents of Evil is a Patreon supported channel and also supported by our YouTube members. So if you'd like to become a member and unlock access to custom badges, emojis, and exclusive live streams, click that join button down below. You can join our survival horror community on Discord, link will be in the description, and I have the Duke here to tell you a little about our sponsor, G Fuel.
Do you have need of anything for the road ahead? The Residents of Evil has expanded its services. Perhaps you're in need of a little pick-me-up. I recommend the G Fuel. You can even get a fair discount if you use the code ROE upon purchase. And as always, we thank you for your patronage, stranger.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you back at the Residents of Evil.